Greetings everybody, this is Red on VFR, and today's format is a bit different. I'm actually filming in the helmet for no bloody reason. Well, this is the Magna, so I took it to Baylor Regional Park. I love that park. It's a great park, it's a wonderful place to be and spend time with your family, or just playing frisbee golf. That's what it is. There is an observatory over there. I never visited one over there, but I'm a big fan of astrophotography. I've done it multiple times. I've owned multiple telescopes, and I still have one. I haven't used it yet, and I bought it for $100, and I should. In any case, this is the Magna. As I said, I brought it over to the park. It has so I rode total, what is it, 77 miles ever since I got it, and it was about 40 mile, probably less than that, give or take 35 to 40 miles away from home. And obviously, if you can tell, I did put white lettering. There is no way around it. This is what it's supposed to be. And yes, those are the new tires from 2024, somewhere the week of 48th week of 2024. Those are IRC Wild Flare. That's what it's called, I think. The tread pattern is pretty nice, like flamey, wild stuff. Yeah, I mean, they actually represent what they are called, so they look good. So it says IRCWF, which is Wild Flare 920F, and the back one is 920R for rear. So yeah, other than that, I didn't do much. I did do the brake fluid because it needed attention. It's probably the second bike from the bottom that needed it because it had some sediment. So now, as you can see, if you can see, the fluid is clear and nice, what it's supposed to be. I really didn't take care of the chrome much. Yeah, that's why it's not very shiny, but it's fine. It's fine. It's there. I did take care of the wheels, so they're a lot less pitted. So they're a lot more shiny and smooth. But yeah, they will need some cleaning. So I took some time and polished those off. I didn't take care of the spokes themselves. I will have to take care of the shocks, that's for sure. Everything else, I think it's reasonable. Yeah, I use highway pegs, which is pretty great, to be honest. Windshield is working fine. The wind hits me right above the visor, which is okay. Not a big deal, but it's still difficult to record. I still have that cracking noise, hence I'm recording this video, because I recorded a couple of videos and I don't think I'm going to use them because of that cracking noise. It's just annoying. Oh, it's over there on the road. I thought someone's coming. Yeah, I mean, I polished just a bit of the brake rotor on the front, because those little spokes, well, they still have some rust. There's some over here. I mean, it's nothing. It's just surface rust. But those little spokes were a bit covered in rust. I mean, there still are inside. I mean, I might take care of them, but I mean, it's so superficial. I don't even feel it. This is how smooth it is. So, obviously, I didn't polish the rotor face itself. Why would I? Do I need less stopping power? No, I don't. I need that stopping power. And as I said before, stopping power on this bike is a lot better than on my VFR. Unbelievable. And this bike is from 1994. So yeah. The seat is doing well, but I rode only for 43, 44 minutes. Not a lot, so I didn't really feel much, but I was moving my feet from the regular pegs to highway pegs, only because I have them. I haven't felt any pain anywhere or discomfort, so it was a great ride. It's a good bike. Good bike. No, I don't regret the acquisition at all. Other than that, what did I take care of? I did get the chain. I didn't get it lubricated because it really didn't need lubrication, but I did take care of the tension on it. What else do I need to take care of? I don't like this much of slack on throttle. I might do something when I get time, because a little bit is fine. I know it's meant for safety, but this is excessive. The brake is fine. Yeah, not the brake, but the clutch is fine. It gauges where it's comfortable. So the learning curve was I don't know, really, really shallow. So I got from 0 to 60 in no time. So I now operate this bike very comfortably. I replaced those bolts. I got them from Ace Hardware. So those are hex or Allen key, whatever you want to call it, bolts. They look fine. I had only 3 regular hex bolts. I think those were 12 mil or 13 mil. I think that was that size. I think it's a 12, I think. So I had only 3 of those. I couldn't find it anywhere, so obviously I'm not gonna buy it on eBay for like $12. That'd be stupid. So I went ahead and bought those. So now it matches, and they are chrome. Yeah, I'm enjoying this bike. And from previous video, yeah, whatever, I'm not gonna even post it. So what I did in the previous video, obviously I wanted to see how far I can go on a gallon. So I took it on the MPG test, and I rode about 38 miles, and I put in about 0.7 of a gallon. So it came out as 47.5 mpg. Let's round it up to 45 to make it more or less fair. So 45 mpg per gallon on a regular highway, in town highway. So 55 to give or take like 65 miles an hour. Nothing like a cross country like 80. So 45 mpg, 47, 45, count it as you want it, but it's very good. Obviously not like my VFR, not like my new one, but it's fuel injected and more aerodynamic and stuff like that. Obviously it's newer tech, so that gets about 54, 55 mpg. I measured it. It's, again, I wish this bike had a bigger tank, because it has three and a half. Haven't ran it down completely before. I could. It wouldn't kill anything because it doesn't have fuel pump. Because usually, fuel pump cannot run dry, because that's bad for your fuel pump. So there's no fuel pump. There is only gravity. That's what's good about this bikes. Even some shadows, some shadows are, some have fuel pumps, some don't, I guess depending on the age. But I like gravity. I like less stuff on the bike, so it's more reliable. There's less things to go wrong. The coolant looks to be doing what it's supposed to be doing. I didn't drain it. I didn't change it at all. I probably should. Be beneficial for me in the long run, because I don't know when it was last serviced. Well, probably nobody knows if it ever was. If we're talking about the brakes, yeah, the brakes, no one took care of the brake fluid at all. It had some sediment, and I would say it's at least 20 to 25 years old. if not the whole shebang. What is it? 31 years old? 1994. I think it was produced in 1993. So it's 1994 model year. I think it was made in sometime in November or October. I think it was 10. It said 10. Where are you? No, 9. September 93. Jesus. So yeah, this is when the fluid was put in. That's probably the original one, but it's a DOT4, so I replaced it. It's all good. Funny thing is that when I replaced the fluid, what I didn't do is I didn't squeeze the brakes to make sure that they operate. So when I was moving the bike outside of the garage, I couldn't hit anything, but I pressed. I pressed the lever and nothing happened for a little moment, and I pressed it again and the brakes, engaged. But I spooked myself for a little while, only because when you change the brakes, just when you close the container, that little expansion tank, whatever you want to call it, where you brake fluid rests, just make sure you just squeeze it a couple of times. This is what it takes to build up the pressure so that your brake lever actually feels like it has engagement, has power to stop the bike. Yes, I was going to mention that I did polish this beautiful cover. Now it is almost polished. This is how much I can take it, or how far I can take it to be as polished as possible. Because my polisher is not, or wasn't made of to do like fine polishing. So I mean there are some micro scratches, but obviously it's not like that dull surface. However, I think I know why it's that dull, because I haven't experienced that yet. But when the sun hits that flat area, especially at the right angle, it might actually blind you. Or it will be annoying, so it will be blinding you from that bottom. But hasn't done that for me. So the sun has to be low enough if you're riding overnight somewhere, I suppose, or early morning. So that might be a little bit of a difficulty to consider if you don't want that difficulty. But it hasn't bothered me. The sitting position is very nice, very relaxing and comforting. So I did ride 49.5 miles from the last fill up. Now before I get home, I'm going to fill it all up and calculate MPG again, because I was going over 60-65 miles an hour. I want to see, obviously I had more town too. Did I? No, I didn't. Not this time. I had mostly highway, probably 90-95% of highway speeds. But I just wanted to see if it changed from 47 or 45 to anywhere, or at least I want to see the direction where it was going. The bike handles well, 36 psi for both tires, which is kind of nice, as I said. Less to remember. Idle, I did adjust to 1000 RPM. This is what the manual says. 1000 plus or minus 100 RPM. That's about it. All the bulbs work. I did replace the tail bulb. Now it's LED. I think I might do some LED work under some panels to make it stand out a bit. Since I rode it for a little while, I mentioned it before, this is where the softness of the spring is, and I went it all the way up, but there is a key. Well, actually, I think I have it. Where are the key? I think it's under the seat. I think that's the case, isn't it? I wish I could adjust it, because it was really, really... Oh, I didn't see that. That's cracked. That's a bummer. It's micro crack, but it is a crack. Not a big deal. Owner's manual. Okay. Let's open it up and see if I have a manual. I don't recognize I saw it. I saw a little brochure. I can't really call it any other name. But let's see here. With writing tips. I've never seen that before, and I don't know if it's... Come on, there you go. If it's an original one. Nice. Okay, there's something. Yeah, that's cool. Honda. Oh, it's the back. That's why it doesn't say VFR or anything. Honda, you're in your motorcycle riding tips and practice. Okay, this is what I... Wait a second. Didn't I get this book or booklet? See, it's not the owner's manual. I think I saw it in a shadow. Shift while traveling in straight line. Shifting in a curve is not good practice and something to be avoided. Okay. Become familiar with the sound of your engine so you can tell when you should shift without looking at your instruments. Well, yeah. Especially it's a good practice on cruiser bikes, because cruiser bikes usually don't have odometers. Odometers? What am I saying? Rev counters? Revometers? Funny me. Oh, this is where the CDI is resting. Okay. That's cool. So the ignition is the same as on most of the older bikes. And I will replace regulator rectifier. Where are you hiding? Because if it uses the same regulator... Oh yeah, I can see it. It's over there. Yeah, I can see it. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 7 probably wires coming out of it. Yeah, I can see the fins over there right in the middle. Because if he uses VFR rectifier, it's gonna go bad and he might leave me stranded. I actually never looked at this set. I have a million tool sets now. This is what I would have done. What the hell? Alright, so I'm gonna crank it up, because I need that ow. I need that stiffness. Ow. I mean, if I had center stand, it would have been a lot quicker. I don't know if I'm... There you go. That might be doing it correctly. Oh, there you go. That's going. Oh, that was almost at the top. That was second to last. There you go. Now it's sitting at the top. So that should give me the higher and more firmer ride. Usually this is what you have to do when you have a passenger or a load if you're like traveling somewhere. There you go. I remember I did adjust the softness of the springs on the Shadow, the 85 Shadow that I had. Alright, now we will put everything back. Just have to slide those in. Well, there's some rust. They probably have never been... Yeah, they have never been used. Those flutes look brand new. I mean, rusty, a bit corrody. But they're there. Ooh! That's for the spark plugs. What the hell? There's that flex joint. That's cool. I've never seen that before. Okay. Well, that's so that you can do your spark plugs with... What? What the hell? How can you do spark plugs if you don't have a tool to do it? You got 17, 14, 27. Isn't it an axle nut? Yes, it is. To adjust your chain. 17, 14. So the 14 is up, obviously this nut over here. Yeah, but where are the smaller ones? There's a 22. 22 is a front axle. Yeah, where's like I don't know, 10, 12, the most common ones? Nowhere to be found. Honda, what the hell? So, one more thing before I leave. Honda, why don't you make a Magna or a VFR, eh? I should probably say the same thing every time. 'Cause we need it. I know it's not, well, I guess that's probably why. 'Cause I mean, the Magna, especially this one. Ooh, what the hell happened here? Some kind of scratching, I don't know. But Magnas were, I would think that they were more popular than VFRs. VFRs were popular in Europe. But it doesn't really matter. Honda, oh, there's a little crack over here. Yeah, not ideal, but again, it's all intact. Can I actually do it with the bloody seat on? Ah, there you go. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I felt both get in. Yeah, I did attach the bag, as I said. It's a good bag. There's a piece of cloth right now, because I was gonna wipe it down before I was gonna take a picture. I usually like taking nice pictures here. And also, I wanted to... Actually, that might work better. So, I will park the bike the way I want. I will take a few pictures and leave. But for you, as the last picture before the end of the video, I will post whatever I took picture of. So stay tuned, I suppose. But in any case, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for supporting me. The channel is growing. I wish I had more motorcycle enthusiasts in my friend circle, which at the moment is equal to 0. Yeah, I'm riding alone and I have no friends. Hey, but I have a big family now. 3 kids, you know, staying busy. Alright, in any case, I'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.